everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Steven from Legendary Garage Sale Finds, and I'm going to start out with one of two sales where the camera actually worked, or I just remembered to turn it on. So at this particular sale, there was just so much pile underneath this large carport, and after walking around barely a few minutes, I knew I was going to find some great stuff, because my first big find right here showed me that there was some good stuff hidden in here. We have a rather dusty GameCube game. I never heard of Zapper before, but the disc looked just fine, and it came with its manual. So I knew I was going to be digging through all the other discs and CDs to see if there was any other video games at this sale. So it started out a pretty good search, and one game could lead to many. So just keep looking. I didn't know what else I could find, but here's the next thing that at first I wasn't sure I was going to pick up, but given the deal I got on everything I did pick up at this, it was quite an amazing find. We got the Hot Wheels Rainbow Road Mario Kart set. I was just apprehensive because I wasn't sure if it was all there. Next up, as I made my way around, there were a few vintage toys here, but mostly baby Disney toys, and when I looked them up, their comps weren't all that impressive. So I decided to leave them, but in searching, I did come across more video games. But unfortunately, the cases you're going to see me pick up here, they were all empty. But that doesn't mean I'm going to leave them behind, because some cases with their manuals can be worth a good amount of money. So I decided to take all these cases, and I don't think I show it in this footage, but I did come across a couple of these games loose. There were so many DVDs, CDs intermingled with the video games that I had to sort through them all to see if I could find the game discs for those cases. And I ended up coming across quite a few games, which you'll see here in a moment. So there's one right there. Most of the discs I did find were PS3 games, but unfortunately I did have to look disc through disc because none of those cases were actually found. So that's why I think it's a good rule to sort through any disc you come across, because you never know, just in case a PS1 game that might be worth $100 or $200 might be stacked in with all the other ones. It has happened to me in the past, so be on the lookout. So I think I come across like 4 or 5 PS3 games on this side of the table, and I soon make my way to another table which also had a bunch of miscellaneous discs, cords, and other various electronic pieces. Okay, right here, there are a few surprising finds. Right below the pineapple thing, there are 2 DS games sitting there without labels. I decided to pick them up too and add them to my pile. Wasn't sure what they were, but they looked in pretty okay shape. And I also did find some intermingled PS3 games in there, which kind of was the bulk of my find here. So I made a pretty good stack of PS3 discs, along with a few other things I got at this great sale. Is it just outside, inside?
There's some inside too.
Everywhere.
Yeah. And
Awesome.
you're our second person, so you get to see everything.
Good. I like to hear
And
that.
we don't have prices, so just ask us and we can tell you and we can group things and.
Okay, make a nice little bundle.
Yeah, and we're just trying to get rid of
Tell him it works.
Okay.
I'll sell you this one for $1 if you want to take a chance on it.
Hey, whenever you gonna sell it here,
Yeah.
we
You
can
wanna
keep
make
the
yours?
hand moving.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Right. I got time. My guy's supposed to come.
Good.
How much?
Go to his truck and
How much for all the Lego stuff?
What do you think? How much do you think for all that together? Maybe
Um,
$10.
I will take it for $10. I don't know what's all here, but it's a lot of pieces. Yes, you heard right. She only wanted $10 for all these boxes of miscellaneous Legos. Now, I'm not too familiar with the worth of some Legos. I do know they sell pretty good if I have whole sets, but there was no real rhyme or reason to any of the pieces I did find. There were so many just intermingled together, pieces and sets that I know didn't go together were in each box. So I picked them up. I still haven't a chance to sort through all of them, but for $10, I think it's be well worth it, because when I do eventually find out what goes to what, I'm probably going to end up just selling up the whole thing to somebody local who is interested in the big lot. Now here, I did come across, again, another assortment of media, but there were a lot more video game cases here. Mostly Nintendo Wii. I found that one DS game, which had the wrong game in it, and another pile of discs, which I again had to sort through to pull out all the Wii games. So this sale, just like the last one, keep a lookout for piles of discs, because you never know what could be in them. Okay, everyone, so here's the first set of items. From the sales you didn't see, I have this Core PS3. It didn't come with any cables or controllers, but it was $20 and I tested it out and it plays PS3 and PS1 games just fine. Here we have two action figures. We have Super Fright Janine from the Ghostbusters line, about a $10 figure. And we have a Police Academy figure right here. Also for PS3, we have NCAA Football 13, about a $20 game. Now from the first sale footage, you saw me look at the Mario Kart Rainbow Road. It does have all the pieces for the track, but unfortunately it doesn't have the Mario. King Boo is in there, but there was also a Yoshi racer. So it does have two racers in there. Also did find this Animaniacs plush. I think this one's Wacko. The GameCube Donkey Kong Bongo controllers. There was another one, but that one was pretty corroded, so I picked up this one. Now the games you saw me pick up. Got disc only Dark Souls 2. Call of Duty Black Ops. And let's see, a few more games in here. Okay, Grand Theft Auto, Batman, Dead Island, another Grand Theft Auto, and Midnight Club and the God of War collection. Got case only Blue Dragon with his manual. This game I'll probably end up keeping because I've always wanted to play it. We have Bleach Soul Resurrection, PS3. Saints Row 3rd. The GameCube Zapper One Wicked Cricket. Batman Arkham City. Battlefield 4. 3. And Need for Speed Most Wanted. And one last game for the PS4, Grand Theft Auto 5. So with the Mario Kart, the 10-ish games, plus the Wacko, and almost forgot the 2 mystery DS games, which we will look them up at the end of the video, what they are. Give me a pretty good deal of $45. Considering used, the Mario Kart set is about $80 to $100. Not a bad deal. I already have somebody lined up to pick this thing up too, because it's a pretty gigantic box. Now, in the other sale you did see, I'll scoot back. Here we have the tub full of Legos and the games I added on top of the deal. So in this DS case for Shrek, got Hello Kitty. And the Kinect Adventures, I think is just Kinect Adventures. Gran Turismo 5 Prologue for the PS3. Chicken Little, I think, is actually in here. Yep. Now in the Just Dance 4, we have several discs. Now, unfortunately, the Wii Sports has a pretty big scratch on it right there, if you can't see that. I already rebuffered that and it couldn't come out, so probably not going to work out too well. But the Mario Kart cleaned up pretty well. And we have Cooking Mama, Wii Play, and PS2's Gran Turismo 3. So that was an extra $5 just on the games, on top of the $10 for this huge Lego lot. Now, I'm not too familiar with all the Lego sets that are in here, but just to be a good example, this is a bag more or less full of little minifigure guys. There's a Thanos right there, and Michelangelo. They got Ninjago in there as well. But this is one of the interesting ones. We have Darth Sidious, which, looked up, he's about $15 on his own. So, considering I don't know how many minifigures are in there, a pretty decent deal for $10. I'm gonna do a quick little peek of what's in here. So this is all the Legos. Too many to even really determine what goes with what. This is a Star Wars vehicle right here. It falling apart when I pick it up, and I think this is a Star Wars set right here. There's also some Marvel Avengers down the bottom too. And it looks like a pirate ship. So, anybody recognizes any of these, let me know down in the comments, but real happy with this pickup. And lastly, let's find out what those DS games were. Okay, everyone, so I have the first DS game installed. Let's see what we got. Yu-Gi-Oh! Spirit Caller. It's working just fine. Now, next DS game. Pokemon White version. Awesome. This deal just got a lot better. For 2 mystery DS games, scored pretty big. The fact it doesn't have a label's gonna hurt, but it's still a DS Pokemon game. Nice. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this content. I hope you like and comment down below. But until next time, thanks for watching.